Hi, and welcome to Jag at the Movies. I'm your host, Jag Heim, and today we're going to be starting off a three-part video thing on the blockbusters of 1977 with The Spy Who Loved Me. Being this month, since it's coming to the end of summer, people are going back to schools, and people are still working, but what if people never had to work or went to school? But during the 70s, we did that, but during that time also, we had movies coming out. We had the blockbusters like Jaws in 75. But during the 77, we had Star Wars come out, we had Smokey and the Bandit, and The Spy Who Loved Me is one of them. And we're going to talk about it. A couple of the action sequences is going to be part one of the three-part thing, which will be coming up during this month. So this month, we're going to focus on those action sequences from Star Wars, Smokey and the Bandit, and The Spy Who Loved Me, but we're starting backwards with The Spy Who Loved Me, which came out in July 7th, 1977. 7/7/77. The plot of the film is that two nuclear submarines have gone missing from both the British government and the Russians, and during it, both the British and Russian secret services, MI6 and the KGB, sent two of their best agents, 007 and Anya Amasova, Triple X, played by Barbara Bach, and Roger Moore in his third outing as James Bond. There's a lot of hijinks and action sequences, and this film is the film that brought Bond back to being a big box office success after the failing of the success of The Man with the Golden Gun. It did not do box office successfully in 1974, and there was turmoil and development on this film, and originally had a 1976 release date, and they decided to postpone it from 76 to 77, and during it, the film was pushed to 77, and they got Louis Gilbert back. They had Christopher Wood do the script with Richard Maybaum, and originally there's different versions of the script. There was a version that was done by Anthony Burgess and a version done by John Landis. You can read the version of John Landis in The Lost Adventures of James Bond book by Mark Etlitz. And if you have not watched this film before, you can rent it or buy it on Amazon Prime, or if you have your original DVD copy of The Spy Who Loved Me, go watch it, then come back and hear the commentary from me on each of the sequences from the ski chase sequence, the car chase, and also the underwater, not underwater sequence, but from the battle on the Lepartus not submarine, but the Lepartus supertanker sequence. And this footage is not owned by me, it's owned by United Artists, MGM, Eon Productions, and Danjaq, and Amazon, since it owns MGM. So I hope you guys enjoyed this on The Spy Who Loved Me ski chase sequence. Let's roll it!
But James, I need you.
So does England. It's a version on, originally that was used in You Only Live Twice, The Things I Do for England. And it's showing that Bond is going to help his government.
He has just left.
Over and out.
Message received. We are waiting.
Michael Billington, who plays one of the Russian agents who, if you have not seen the movie, it's a spoiler, but I'm not going to spoil it. If you have not seen the movie, go watch it. It's a classic film. Here come the bad guys. The score in this film was done by Marvin Hamlish, so he did the score for this film. So he did like a little bit of a disco type of thing for this film. So it's a little bit of use of disco in some things, but also a traditional score. But for the action cues, he did like a Bee Gees type of sound. For the sequence of shot up in Switzerland and also in Canada for the sequence, Bond being doubled. I don't know who was doing all the main dubbing, but for some of it, he was doubled by Rick Sylvester. But the sequence was under both five-time Bond director John Glenn, who would direct films from For Your Eyes Only to License to Kill, and Willie Wagner, who had directed the ski sequences from Automatic Secret Service, and would continue after the film in For Your Eyes Only and A View to a Kill. Bond using a very different type of cute gadget, but it's a good gadget. I love the score in the sequence. It's one of, I think, this score has not had an expanded version on the score. And this scene, you see Bond, he's about to go off a cliff, and you think, oh my god, is he nuts? And they had a multiple of 3 different helicopters for this scene. They had the first and second helicopters missed, but the third one got the shot in the can. And this is one of the greatest shots in movie history. This is like a top 10 shot out of any of the Bond films. This is up there in the top 10 shots from the film. And if you've seen these films, you know what I'm talking about. It's when he throws the parachute. The whole film is a great movie, and if you have not seen it, go watch it. It's a good mix of action, humor, and it was a bit of a reboot after The Man with the Golden Gun. In this, Bond is drinking vodka martinis. He's armed with his Walther PPK instead of 44 Magnum, like in Live and Let Die. And this has a bit of elements of not the official novel, which if you have read the novels, Fleming did not like this book, and so Cubby Broccoli had to devise a new script, and Richard Maybaum and Christopher Wood wrote a script, which became the final film. But originally there was 2 different drafts that were done by Richard Maybaum. One that was about a terrorist organization which was going to destroy the world, and another which was the main plot of the submarines being stolen and being used by Spectre. But Kevin McClory sued for plagiarism and got the hands back of Spectre and the character of Ernst Stavro Blofeld. Spectre would not return into the franchise until 2015 Spectre and No Time to Die in 2021. But if you have not seen The Spy Who Loved Me, go watch it. We're going to continue doing some other sequences from this film. We're going to do the car chase next, and also the gunfight that is on the submarine, which is in the film. Not on the submarine. That is in GTA 5's Doomsday Heist, which was a bit of a tribute to James Bond. But this is going to be on the La Paris supertanker sequence. So if you have not seen this film, go watch it. I give this like a really good recommendation. If you're going to watch any other Bond films, you should watch them like in order. Or if you want to watch any of them like out of a different order, start with Casino Royale to see like the origin of Bond. But if you want to see any others, watch The Spy Who Loved Me. It is a classic. And it's Roger Moore's Goldfinger. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And the footage here is not owned by me. It's owned by Eon Productions, MGM, United Artists, Danjack, and Amazon. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And until next time, the name's Heim. Jack Heim. See you next time. And like and subscribe to the channel for more videos. So until next time, bye.